Trump's sick victory lap after the fatal tragedy exposed. Most presidents, in the wake of a tragedy where an American citizen is killed by a federal agent, would do one of two things. They would offer condolences, or they would stay silent. Donald Trump did neither. A couple hours ago, Donald Trump went on Truth Social to brag. He posted a poll showing that 93% of his base approves of the tactics that led to the death of Alex Brady. He didn't just ignore the tragedy, he used it as a data point to spike the football. He is effectively saying to the country, my voters don't care that a nurse is gone. In effect, they love it. This is a victory lap or a grave, and we need to talk about it. Let's look at this post because it is a window into a sociopathic mind. Trump shared a survey from Harper Polling. He starts by writing, the people of our once again great country want love and justice, love and order. That is what he calls the killing of an unarmed nurse. And can you see what is up there in the screen? It literally says, opinion not shifting post Brady killing. It's the sickest part. The poll explicitly frames this as Mega Bay's opinion not shifting post Brady killing. He names the victim, he acknowledged the event, and his takeaway isn't like, we need to investigate or something. His takeaway is not, this was a mistake. His takeaway is, look, my numbers didn't drop. I can do anything I want. He is literally celebrating the fact that his base has become completely desensitized to violence. He's proving that for the mega movement, the cruelty is in the bug. The cruelty is the future. I want to second to remind everyone that, including the 92% of Republicans in that poll who we are talking about, we are not talking about a criminal alien, as Stephen Miller tried to claim. We are talking about Alex Pretty, a 37-year-old American citizen and ICU nurse who spent his life saving veterans at the VA hospital. Let's talk about that 87 approval for Noam's tactics. What are those tactics? Those tactics are shooting American citizens in the back. Those tactics are deploying tear gas in residential neighborhoods. Those tactics are arresting journalists like Don Lemon. And 87% of likely Trump voters say, yes, we want more of that. This confirms that the terrifying reality we're living in. We are not dealing with a political party anymore. We are dealing with a cult that views violence against their enemies, even if those enemies are nurses and journalists, as necessary. Trump knows this, and that's why he hasn't fired Kristen Noem. That is why he hasn't fired the agent who pulled the trigger, because he knows his base is cheering for them. He is terrified of losing him, not you. But here's the trap Trump has fallen into. He thinks because of he has 92% of Republicans, he has a country. He is living in a bubble. Because outside of that 92%, the country is burning. He posts this poll while 300 cities are protesting, as you can see on the video. He posts this poll while unions are striking. He posts this poll while airlines are panicking over his Canada threats. He's winning the cold, but he's losing the country. This tweet is not a sign of strength. It's a sign of delusion. And he thinks he can rule by force because his base applauds it. But history tells us that when you govern you only for the 30% who loves you, and you wage war on the 70% who don't, it doesn't end well. We also have aerial footage shows that thousands of students at Brown University marching yesterday against ICE, and also we have a lot of clips from today too, calling for a general strike. And as Brian Allen said, this is not a fringe protest. This is organized, disciplined, and spreading campus to campus. When students move like this, the country is already changing. He's so right about this. So let him have his pool. Let him brag about his 92%. All he has proven is that he leads a movement that has abandoned its humanity. But for the rest of us, the millions of us who don't approve of killing nurses, we are not polling. We are organizing, and we're going to make sure that the legacy of this administration isn't high approval ratings, it's accountability. And today, as you can see, massive crowds hit Minneapolis once again to protest ICE and federal immigration tactics. We can't stop here for own our good sake. We need to keep it up. We need to move on. They arrested the protesters, they arrested the civil rights lawyers, and now they've arrested the journalist who filmed it. Do you see the pattern? They kill a citizen, people protest, they arrest the protesters, journalists report on the arrest, they arrest the journalists. It is a perfect circle of silence. Don Lemon's lawyer is calling this unprecedented, and he's right. We have never seen a DOJ explicitly target a journalist after a judge already ruled the activity was protected by the First Amendment. The FACE Act they are using is meant to stop people from blocking abortion clinics or churches violently. Using it against a reporter standing in the back of a room is a legal stretch that would make a yoga instructor blush. But they don't care if the charges stick. They don't care if Don Lemon eventually wins in court 2 years from now. The punishment is the process. The goal is to make every other journalist in America look at Don Lemon in handcuffs and think, I better not film in that ICE protest. I better not report on that church. It is about creating fear. If they can do this to Don Lemon, a man with millions of dollars, fame, and the best lawyers in the country, what do you think they will do to a local blogger or a YouTuber or a journalist? Or you? If you pull out your phone at a protest, they're trying to distract you. They want you to talk about Don Lemon so you stop talking about 30,000 dead in Iran. They want you to talk about process crimes so you forget about Rene Good, Alex Preddy. But we aren't going to forget. Don Lemon is fighting, we are watching, and the First Amendment isn't dead yet, as long as we refuse to shut up. And I would be happy if you would subscribe to my channel and like the video and drop a comment about the topic. I would be really happy. Thank you so much.